Age!
Okay, so I didn't really prepare anything for this, and I wasn't planning on slamming, but yeah, here I am. Okay, so Sarah, that thing about what does light have to do with hands anyway? I started to see it because you like wave your hand and then light is like waves and photons and shit. So there you go. So prop violation, Euler's formula, EI to the pi plus 1 equals 0. What does that mean, people always ask me. That's what it means, I tell them. And then, when I actually try to explain in detail, they kind of get bored or it just goes over their head or something. But you are all intelligent, so I'll explain it to you. You see, EI to the pi is polar notation of an imaginary number, which means, okay, an imaginary number is, you can't see, it's not a real number. There's like integers, which is like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and things you can count on your number. Things you can count on your hand. And then that's under the umbrella of real numbers are all the numbers you can imagine. Okay, and then there are imaginary numbers, which I guess it doesn't make sense to say you can't imagine them because they're imaginary. But anyway, real numbers are under that umbrella. And imaginary numbers can be written in the form of a plus b times I, where a and b are real numbers. Are you all with me still?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Abby.
So a plus bi is what an imaginary number would look like. So, for example, the number 1 is a real number. It's also an imaginary number because it's a is 1 and 0 is like b's. So a plus bi when a equals 1 and b equals 0. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Also, let me know if you're getting bored. So in polar notation, it's e to the I theta, where theta is any angle, any real angle. So any real number, basically. And so it's cosine theta plus I sine theta. That's what e to the I theta equals. Okay, so when theta is pi, e to the I pi equals cosine of pi plus I sine pi.
Yeah,
That's racist. So what's cosine of pi? Does anyone know? Really?
1.
Close, it's -1. What's sine of pi?
1.
It's 0. Sad. I just expected better from you guys. I don't mean that in an insulting way. I always have to break that down. I'm sorry. Anyways, so cosine of pi is -1 and sine of pi is 0. So that means I times sine of pi is still 0 because 0 times any number is 0. In this field, anyway. In abstract algebra, there's other fields where stuff is I won't get into that. Math life? So, e to the I pi equals -1 plus 0. So therefore, -1 plus 0 plus 1 equals 0. And voila! There you have it, Euler's formula.
Woo!